Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Piovesan from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. And yes, this place is magnificent indeed. And one day I want you to come here so you can witness all this and experience the magic that happens here in this place. Wait until you see the silo cooking school, or here, the 1836 barn, the tobacco barn. The artifacts inside of the Skitch Henderson Museum are simply exquisite. Some a little crazy. Oof. This is a beautiful morning. I don't know. I wake up with this song in my head, and for a few days now, for some reason, it just came. Of course, it's a beautiful morning. Every day, waking up in paradise, hard not to. And I love the fact that my wake up call is my clock first. But as soon as the clock goes off, my dogs come into the bed. Some of them are already sleeping by our side, and then start licking my face and all, and sits there, and we hug, and I crush them, and I kiss them. How can you not wake up feeling rejoiced and prepared to live another one of the best days of my life? And I'm so happy because, as we discussed months ago, this is me trying to take time for myself because I'm a little bit of workaholic. And the only way I can find time for myself is waking up a few hours earlier to do this. I walk the dogs, I think, I try to play my guitar, and so on and so forth. And this is evolving to such an interesting project because at the same time that I'm taking time for myself, I'm sharing with you guys, our reality here for the next few months in this challenge to raise the necessary resources to perpetuate this awesome oasis for cultural and educational opportunities for everyone. That's rooted in Skitch Henderson's dream. Yesterday was Skitch's birthday, and I starting to receive so many contributions and collaborations from you people, from you guys out there on the other side. Because I'm only sharing the thoughts, ideas, and the situations that happened in my own life. What was the situation, the tools I chose to address them, how I did, and the outcome. But at the end of the day, the biggest outcome is the fact that I am still here. My life was pretty intense in the sense of opportunities that I had to experience certain things that are not available for everyone, and that's a good thing because some of those things are not really worth trying, believe me. And being where I am today, from where I came from, especially when I was, in the dark side of the moon, per se, is interesting to say the least, because I've been the most negative, aggressive, incapable of believing that life was worth living, that people were capable of being good, and the world was crap. Thanks to the help of some awesome people. They had true intentions in their hearts to help people, regardless of who they were. They were just really committed to helping people that wanted to help themselves and not discriminate in a way of helping. Truly wanting to help those that want to help themselves. Because if they discriminated or try to profile the perfect candidate to be helped, I would never make the list. Oh, I was far from perfect. I think I was the perfect, imperfect candidate to be helped. Because at that time, I was ungrateful, I was angry, I was disappointed, hurt, and honestly, I didn't have any desires to keep trying anymore. I just want to screw the pooch. You know what I mean? And whatever. But then there comes Mr. Paulo Cruz and changed everything. One single gesture of solidarity allow me to be here today. And if I can, by any way, shape, or form, help anyone realize how beautiful life is, how important this gift is, and that what makes us judge life or give all these um, diminishing adjectives, right? Life is shit. It sucks. I don't want it anymore. Blah. We belittle it so much, where in full reality, we are not happy with our living. And our living is entirely up to us. So, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling this morning? Are you excited, inspired, committed, intrigued, curious about maybe trying to make today the best day of your life, the best day of your living? Because there is absolutely nothing we can do about yesterday. We can learn. We can learn and try to apply these lessons into our everyday living. And yes, we can plan for tomorrow. But tomorrow is far away. And there are too many hours in the day today for us to be sure that tomorrow will be here. And if by any chance, and there are many, that we may not be here tomorrow, let's make today the best day of our living, the best day of our lives. Remember the little moments or the big moments we've been happy, and how we celebrated when we were able to get through one of those impossible moments in our lives. If I can help you get there, oh my God, this will be fantabulous. Will make my day another super ultra happy day in my life. The good thing about life is that one, it's free and come to everybody every day. You wake up in the morning, here we go, another chance to choose what you're going to do with your day today, regardless of what's already planned on that little daily schedule that we can't run away from in most cases. And the challenge gets a little crazier because it's entirely up to you to make it happen. How are you going to tune this brain of yours, right? So you wake up, you get the gift, you get life. What are you going to do with it? And then free will. You can do whatever you want to do with it. And the third best part is that it's entirely up to you. And that makes it a little harder sometimes. And that's why I believe that understanding our minds, understanding how it works, when we're able to awaken our minds, our brains, it feels as if the road gets illuminated. The path, those little marks on the floor goes for you. Yeah. See this phrase? What exactly is mind? I took this from the Mind Institute and said, mind is awareness. The moment you start becoming aware of the things and the stuff that is happening around you, you can realize danger, right? If you're walking in the woods and you suddenly aware there is a bobcat walking somewhere, awareness, ooh, danger, me, food, hiding. Or when you were in a place, a party, and somebody catch your eye, and it's interesting, aware, you know what I mean? Awareness in every sense of the word will spike little activities inside of your brain and trigger this awareness factor. So in life, being aware is tremendously important for you to make sure that you don't deviate from the path towards the best living for your life. Sometimes we have a problem. I had a big problem. I still kind of have a little bit of asking people for help. It's not about micromanaging or being possessive or anything like that. It's just that sometimes it's very hard for you to ask for help, especially in today's world where certain mm, gestures or attitudes are covered or coming with so many attached consequences. Where in the past, um, when you ask for help, you're being helped. And it was a matter of, being generous, being kind, being nice to your neighbor, and things that are happening and going around. It still happens a lot. And it's interesting, which brought me to my thought of the day today. Again, I randomly pick one from my list of thoughts that I wrote many years ago that soon will be made available to you for download, of course, at no cost. So you can see what goes into my head and the time where I was trying to figure things out. I would write these thoughts every morning when I wake up and like I do it now. But since I found it, so I'm picking one every day and reading to you so we can elaborate in some conversations and things like that. So back to being able to ask for help and receive the help from the people that are really willing to help you is important in the process of growth, in the process of learning and understanding who we are, where we're going, and how we're going to get there. Surround yourself with like minded individuals, especially here in their hearts, in their minds. Is tremendously important for me, at least, because there are so many opportunities for us to learn things and to open up when we have true friends, real people close to you, that you feel comfortable enough to the point where you can simply be yourself, open your heart without being afraid that the person on the other side has some different thoughts and ideas in their minds. So, my thought of the day today says this: helping others or doing something for someone else can never be done expecting something in return, or you would be doing business instead of solidarity. Why do I say that? And again, I am not talking about business relationships and things like that. I'm only talking about personal stuff, right? You and your friend, you and the person that you know that believes is your friend or pretend to be a friend. When those people around us are willing to quote unquote help us. Have you been in a situation where you need some help and you ask someone and say, hey, would you help me out with this and that? Nothing really extraordinary. Help. And the person come, yeah, I'll help you. You owe me one. I'll get you later. And blah blah blah. Or people that come to you one day to ask for that repayment of that help in the past and say, can you help me with this? I helped you with that. I never do anything to anyone expecting something in return. As I said, I've been trying to kill expectations out of my dictionary because the expectations tend to lead to anxiety, pressure, disappointment. Hope, on the other hand, is something that you can have, and if things goes the way you expect, it's awesome. If he doesn't, then well, not so awesome. So when I do something to help someone, I really want to help that person. I don't have any expectations of things coming back. Of I'm gonna tomorrow I'm gonna come and help you paint the wall or weed the garden or whatever because you'll help me with this. No way. This is not who I am and how I am. If you need help at that moment and I'm able to provide that help, I will help you. And I don't expect you to give me anything back. Of course, I hope if one day I need help and you are in the area and you can see that I am in need of help, you would come and help me too. But if you don't, then it's okay also. Because I didn't do that to earn a credit and put on my bucket of, uncollected favors. The world is going so crazy towards this thing where everything is about money, everything is about a business deal, everything is about a business relationship. And this is screwing things up because we're really missing the point of community, of solidarity, of one helping another, the good neighbor stuff. So I kind of pay attention to those things. And I see happening a lot. It doesn't help to me as much anymore because I am aware and I can, um, how can you say, filter some of this kind of help, especially here. We have so many needs and so many things to be done, and all kinds of people wanting to help us showed up already, and we have people here that shows up and say, "Oh my God, you have so many trees and things need to be done. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I can help you with this. I can help with that." And then suddenly shows up and say, "Listen, I can do this almost pretty much for free if you pay me in advance, and then I can come here next week and do it all." And you do that, and then months goes, and that enthusiasm is not there, and the person never shows up, and then you know what I'm saying? Many other ways and things that when you are on the enthusiasm side of things, especially if there is a chance for a spotlight, a lot of people are driven to those opportunities to shine a little bit. Because in life, like the news and everything else, what's happened here is what stays. Then the consequence later, the stuff, it hits or not, then the world start becoming this thing where you can't really trust anyone, you can't really open yourself up. You know, we should be able to simplify certain things, and certain things in life they shouldn't be touched. Like the human's ability to be generous, to be nice, to be kind to one another. And these are the things that matters to me and to most people that are around me today. And we have to keep weeding because bad stuff, bad people, negative and dark stuff is like bad weeds. They keep growing. Oh my God, we clean, 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 and those things keep growing, growing, growing. But we have to keep going until eventually they don't. And this has a tremendous impact in our body, our soul, our shape, how we live our days and our lives. It's like a bug that keeps going and itching and proliferating. And we should be able to filter and understand those things in order to protect the integrity of our soul, of our beings. Sometimes we get lost, and it's normal. but feels like you get more lost when things are dark, right? When we're going towards the bad, the evil, the darkness side. Those that prevents us from seeing who we are. Those opportunities that turn darkness darker, sink you deeper into the hole. They seem to abound to help us drift away from who we are. Well, the opportunities when the light is shining on you, there's many of them and can distract us too, but the distraction feels more a warm, pleasant cloud of success. And this cloud can take you away too from your core, from who you are, from your roots, your influences, the things that are really meaningful. But it can be distracted if by any chance you are in this situation because your subconscious doesn't really know if you are thriving or if you are sinking in the hole. Your subconscious knows that you are not yourself. You're far away from who you are. So when you come back home, for me, it's here inside of myself, where I know who I am. Everything that I've been through is a safe place where I can talk to myself. I can be myself with no pretending, no masks, no fears, no nothing. Just that clean space in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, where you are safe and in touch and full awareness of who you are in your entire life. Once you are there, you have the power to start reaching your buckets, right? Your memory buckets of past stuff, happiness, impossible moments, stinky stuff. That's how I organize my life. And you can open the happy bucket and smell that moment and taste to go back into that time where you tasted the happiness and you know how it is. You know how it feels. Save those little moments there. For me, every little moment I save in this box. This is not about how long the happiness will last. It's the fact that I was able to experience it, even if it's for a short period of time. I know how it is, so I can keep chasing to get some more. Then you have the impossible moments. Oh boy, not gonna make through this one. This is too much. That's it. It's my time. Can't do it. Not gonna happen. And here you are. You made it through. You can because you got that power. You got that drive, that willingness to get things done for yourself. Then we have the other box, the stinky one. Thus are everything that you have done, all the contributions, the bad stuff that you have done to others, to the world around you, that could lead to consequences that are undesirable to you in your living today. Once you open that box, take a whiff of that smell, and if you're still smelling, you haven't paid yet. Because that's the balance. You gotta pay off. You gotta pay off the stuff that you have done. Remember, we're here in vibrations and energy. So you're not going to be able to align yourself with a higher energy, with a higher vibration, because you're carrying that weight of this stinky stuff that you cannot ignore in your head. Pretend that didn't happen. I didn't do it. Let's just start from here. It doesn't work like that. I think those are some of the things of the past that come with you that you're not going to be able to get rid of, like student debt, right? I don't think you can get rid of that. So, but once you're aware and not afraid and you own it, understand the power. Understand your power. Understand your strength and your abilities. Come back. Come back to this world. Tune this brain of yours. Shape this mind that allow you actually to realize how beautiful life is. Start being grateful for that, just for being alive. I understand that you may think that your living sucks, but your living is a consequence of your choices. No matter what goes through your head, you can try to blame everybody, anyone, and anything, but it's all up to you. And yes, you may have been living in this crap for a long time in your life, because we all get a box of crap. It's a secret box of crap that when you open, it comes. And you have to juggle those lemons and make your own lemonades. Nobody's gonna squeeze your lemons, right? They might squeeze the lemons for you, but you may have your eyes open, and that's gonna burn. So might as well you squeeze your own lemons, do your thing. Try to avoid adding more lemons to your bucket, and you realize how things will progress once you own your truth, all of it. If you are willing and interested in some tools that can help you tune your brains, shape your mind, give you an understanding of certain things that can be done that are not complicated, because most things aren't complicated. It things get complicated when we have to start doing what I need to do to get where we want to go. To have that commitment, that drive to go through, plow through, regardless and despite of what might be happening in your life right now. You clear your mind, get into the matrix kind of, and keep focused. So if you are interested, we start in January 26, no, February 26 and 27 with the experiential workshop series at Asylum. This one is called Survivor to Thriver, Tools to Get Us Unstuck. We're going to deal with the whole neuroplasticity of the brain, right? The ability that our brains have to create new stories, let's put it this way, new paths that can help us deviate from life's predetermined path and write our own stories. I've done it through survival. That's how I called. I went through all the stuff in my life, just trying not to get stuck and live the life of my dreams. While I call it survival, professionals in the field of neuroplasticity and brain tuning and all that, they call it neuroplasticity of the brain. And some of these professionals came together and we put this process, this project as a workshop. It's fantabulous. It's really cool. You can just go to the Silo, actually workshop that thesilo.org and hit register, and you can pick February. We still have a few spots left for February, but March is already open. As soon as February is filled, we're going to release April and move on. You're going to be exposed to some survivor or actually victim to driver stories that are fantabulous. And the exercises and tools that the professionals will give you to take home and figure out how to use them in specific moments of your life, it can help. And if you're willing to get this extra tools on your belt, please come. It helps us too, of course. And thanks to Healthcare Advocates International from Stratford, we can provide this all at no cost to the participants. We're going to even feed you on that day. It's cool. It's totally worth. And I hope you do that. In the meantime, if you are kind of in the mood to freeze outside in a magic place where you can get a deeper connection with Mother Nature, and depending on how deep you go in the pond, you can stay underneath the ice or walk the trails here and enjoy a magic place that will fill your spirits and your soul and your heart with an energy that is hard to explain. Come to Hunt Hill Farm. Come to the silo. I'll leave you alone or I'll tell you some awesome history about this place. And in the meantime, while you're coming here, now if you can bring diapers, okay? I stopped with the food just a little bit because we're helping the Rotary Club do this campaign to raise diapers for children and for adults. It is very expensive, as you know. And some of our folks here in our community are in desperate need of those items. So if you can help us get diapers, adult, any size, and children's diapers, this would be awesome. Will help us tremendously. I will be super happy. Yes. Also, if you can, I'm going to put it over here. Hit subscribe, share my page, send people to positivevibrationsalways.org. It's my domain and then points to my YouTube, and people can subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when I'm coming. I'm almost done with the new tools that will help this experience be a little bit more fluid for all of us. I thank you so much because I'm receiving this awesome tsunamis of kindness and collaboration from all over the world. And I really appreciate it. It's very nice to see that we're building a community of like-minded individuals that wants to share the good stuff. And I want to wish you an awesome and fantabulous day filled with love and happiness, solidarity in your heart, many, many opportunities to realize how great your life is and how awesome your living can be if you apply yourself to it. If you really take care of your mind and understand that you already have everything you need to live the best life ever. Have this day, enjoy your life and your living with tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you.